You have been convicted of a crime you did not want to commit. A crime of the highest degree. You have been exiled from your brethren and left to rot with the lowest of the low. In this place, there is no redemption. You are the base denominator of all, only to be taken from your cell in the most extreme of circumstances. You have no friends, no family. This is your prison. This is your home. This is your fate. Welcome to Dice Jail.
Right, well, our last adventure was a stressful one. We made it over the moat and into the tower where we were attacked by lots of little goblin guys. I forget what they're called exactly.
Mitflits.
Mitflits. We attacked a lot of them, and we got our asses kicked. And ultimately, we decided to jump into the water and swim away because we all agreed we were in way over our heads.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate recap.
Spectacular. Is this the intro, by the way, or
Oh, that's the intro. So yeah, that Colby did a pretty good job summing it up there.
everybody?
So
What's going on?
now we have another player here. We have Jacob here this week, and as I mentioned before, Rachel is not here this week, unfortunately. And Yona will be joining us eventually, possibly, probably.
I'm here to everyone's massive disappointment.
Yes, Emma is here to everyone's massive disappointment.
I'm so sorry to the listeners.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes. Currently, the group is in retreat, licking their wounds on the 20-minute walk back to Otari. It is...
Okay, for the record,
Yes.
like the ambient sounds keep going off in the background for me, and I keep hearing the frog noises, and I keep thinking it's my stomach.
Love that for you. Love that for you.
Yes.
So anyways, as you're on your way back to Otari, you start your journey. You leave the Gauntlet Ruins at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And as you travel through the woods and through the swamp, you think a little bit, reflect on what has occurred recently with all of your Mitflit misadventures. Until finally, 20 minutes later, you find yourselves back at Otari. Back by the sea, with the gulls calling, and all of the other general nonsense that comes alongside with this town. You've now arrived. Where would you like to go?
I'd like to go to, what's her name, Wrin?
Wrin. Wrin's Wonders?
Yeah, I'd like to go to Wrin's
alright.
Wonders.
Lovely, lovely. All right. And I'm assuming Oberyn is going with?
Yeah.
All right.
Just a quick question.
Yes.
Would would we be back to full health, or are we?
No, God, no. You're still.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
We're
you're still completely fucked.
Okay, great.
Still
You
completely fucked.
continue to be at this door.
I get the feeling that we'll be going over resting rules soon, because they are a good bit different in Pathfinder than in
Ooh.
5e. So, oh, before I forget, let me deal out hero points. At the
Love a
beginning
hero
of the
point.
session, so I'm gonna send one to each of you: Colby, Emma, Jacob, and I'll save. No, I'll just deal Jonas to him now, so I don't forget. Random deal. All right, so each of you has now received your hero point card. Go ahead and just take a look at it. Get familiar with what you have received. So,
Ooh.
Why does it say quick draw a butterfly on the bottom of my card?
huh?
Whoa.
At the bottom of my card, it says
Oh,
quick
that's
draw a butterfly.
oh. Each of the cards has a little thing at the bottom, just a little phrase, a little fun little phrase.
Is that my catchphrase now? Do I have to yell that every time I do things?
Yes,
You don't
you
have
do.
to. However, you certainly could, and I don't think anyone would complain too much. And if they do complain, then they're wrong.
You know, I just don't think it
Complaints
fits
are
my
off the
character's
shelf.
vibe.
Very fair.
But
Very fair.
yeah.
Very fair. Very
Love
fair.
how my card is like kind of like a disadvantage for me.
Hold on, let me actually look at what your card is. Yeah, that's very much a support card.
Yeah, I don't
Most-
know if I'm allowed to. I'm not allowed. I don't know if I'm allowed to disclose what my card is or not.
I mean, you
so-
can if you want. I've never said that you don't have the ability to. However,
Yeah,
so it's entirely
I
up
won't.
to.
I won't explicitly say it, but my card essentially is, make an enemy attack me instead of another person, which is like,
Ooh.
okay, cool, I'll take it. But I mean, like, okay.
So you all have returned to Otari. You make your way along the paths, going along as you do, until you reach the familiar shopfront of Wrin's Wonders, which is still actually closed for business. You would have assumed that it would have properly been opened back up after you left. However, seems not to be the case. The door is currently closed, but you do not know if it is locked.
I'm gonna knock.
All right. You knock on the door, and after a few moments, you hear it. You hear a few locks begin to become undone on the other side, until finally the door opens, and on the other side is Wrin, the familiar elven tiefling woman. Well, I guess I can now properly show you all what she looks like. So I'm realizing I don't think I ever did that before.
You did. That
So
is
now
not
you
what
can
I
all
was
see.
picturing.
You can all see what Wrin Savishi looks like.
I always imagine these characters being way more like simple in design than they end up being.
Well, it helps that this is one that I didn't make myself.
Yeah, that would help.
So, Wrin opens the door, raises an eyebrow, looks you all up and down. It appears that things did not go quite according to plan.
We got
No,
our teeth
Rin.
kicked in.
No, they
Well,
did not.
Some of us. I'm gonna gesture at the two of them.
The two of who?
Yono and not Yono.
Yeah, Jason,
Jason and
Oberyn.
Okay,
Uh,
so I was gonna say, I thought you were talking about me. I haven't joined the party yet.
Oh.
Who on earth?
I'm here.
Ah,
I'm
here he is. Yono has joined.
Hey,
Lovely.
it's the man with the kicked-in teeth himself. Hi.
Hi.
All right. So, Yono,
Yes.
Yes.
What happened? I
Uh,
missed so much. What happened?
you've just arrived. The party has just arrived at Wrin's Wonders. Rachel will not be joining us this week, but Jacob
Okay.
is. Would you all like to come in? I have another guest who may be interested in meeting you.
Yes.
If you're offering, that'd be great.
Wonderful. And while you are here, I can possibly assist with some of those wounds.
That
And so,
would be wonderful.
she leads you inside.
Wrin.
Yes, you are in. You are in the abode. So, inside, she leads you into the back room, where you had your first meeting, and leads you into this nice little place with a cozy hearth, just like before. She brings out a fresh pot of tea. Please take a seat and introduce yourselves to my good friend Remy. He is a lovely fellow who I thought might bring some insight into whatever it is that you found at Gauntlet, as he is a headmaster of a school after all. And as she says this and leaves the room for just a moment, Jacob, why don't you go ahead and describe what they see when they gaze upon Remy?
What they see is a large. I don't know if we established a height. Did we establish a height?
I don't think you ever sent me a height, no, but you are pick a height somewhere between 2 feet and 4 feet.
Okay, I was gonna go like 4'5", but okay.
No.
It is 3'8".
3'8". All right.
3.
Make sure to write that down.
I got it down. What they see is a 3'8" rat man that happens to have winter clothes on, despite it being the middle of summer. I assume. I don't know if it's the middle of summer. Is it the middle of summer?
I have no idea what season it is right now.
Okay, it's the middle of summer.
I don't know
He
the
has
Galarian
winter clothes
calendar.
on, and he's looking at you with just like the most disappointed face. Almost as though like he expected this but did not wish it. What happens now?
Well,
I'm gonna
now
lean
at this
over to the. I'm gonna lean over to the person closest to me and say, "What did we do to him?"
at this point, why don't we go through and have everyone describe themselves to Jacob now, since he hasn't met any of you yet. So we'll start with Petra. Petra, go ahead and describe yourself.
So Petra is a short, kind of muscular and stocky human with multicolored hair. Like it ranges from like dark purple that it's almost black to like pink. And she has a rubber chicken on her belt for her sheath for her sword.
Lovely.
Spectacular.
Now, Oberyn, go ahead.
All right. You see sitting before you a fairly well-dressed, oh god, what kind of elf am I? Cavern elf. He's got this, dark purple skin and these glowing golden eyes. In fact, the hair on his head is gold as well, and he's got almost like wisps of black smoke almost appear to like be lifting off of him. And even then, in those wisps, there's little flakes of gold floating up. He's got a pretty sick hat with a feather in it. because that's what the character builder I used had for hats. And at his side, he's got a very elegant rapier. You can tell by looking at him that he is the kind of guy to flaunt his wealth, and is very much not afraid to hide it.
All right. And Yona, why don't you describe Jason?
There's nothing interesting about Jason. He's like the generic human pretty boy, kind of on the short side. And he's currently severely wounded. His quite nice clothing and leather armor, which is well maintained, has kind of fallen into disrepair through the events of the past hour. As he is currently has a slash wound across his upper torso, and is, well, he's slimed and there's blood everywhere, and he doesn't look too much in good shape.
And I will quickly finally describe Nyx, as Rachel's not here. Nyx is a little green-skinned goblin with hair cut and buzzed to one side, and you can't quite tell if she was born that way or if she cut it that way intentionally. And you also see that she has a pigeon on her shoulder. And that is all for the character introductions. So now you role play, talk to each other.
Cool. So before we start that, I'm just gonna say that I'm very depressed because I just found out that a rat's average lifespan is only a year. But I am going to say that my character is 50 years old.
Yeah, don't worry. Rat folk live much longer. I don't know exactly how long they live for, but they live much longer than that.
Yes.
Yeah, every year they get a new
You
school
darn
headmaster,
you.
right? Every year they just switch them out. Go through them like crazy.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so we've established I look very disappointed at you all. I am okay. I don't know how to fucking transition into this shit. I expected you all to last longer than that. Yet somehow you have surpassed my expectations on how fast you would mess this up.
I don't know
I don't know
who
if
the
we
fuck you are.
necessarily
I'm gonna
messed
lie
it
down
up.
now. Ow! I'm gonna lie down on the couch, just like try to hold my organs in.
Wrin comes back with a pot of tea. All right, let us handle that. And she's going to cast the heal spell as a 3-action spell. So each of you is going to receive. If I can find a D8, there we go. Each of you receives 7 hit points.
Is it +8 because of the second action? If you cast it the second
yep,
action
am
is
looking at it.
+8, right?
Feeling a living creature increases
Yeah.
hit points.
It's pretty
Well,
busted.
Wait, no, I don't think that. No, that doesn't apply for the 3-action. I think that's specifically for the 2-action, because 3-action makes it an AOE.
Oh, okay.
Regardless, you each get 7 hit points, and I believe the wounded condition is, you at least go to wounded 1. I don't know if you go to wounded, if you would just lose wounded.
I think I just move. I don't think I lose it. I think it just goes down 1. I think.
Let me gander at the wounded condition. You've been seriously injured during a fight. Wounded condition ends if someone successfully. So yeah, I would say you completely lose the wounded condition. Actually,
Next I lose it. So
yeah, you are no longer wounded.
Okay.
Thankfully, your wounds begin to close. They're now beginning to properly heal and scar over, though your armor is still covered in your blood.
Oh, sorry about the couch.
It's fine. Do not worry about it.
I'm gonna walk over to where Jason is lying, pat him gently on the shoulder. You owe
Yeah.
me 4 gold.
Okay, I know. Okay, you're all massive cheapskates. I understand. Ow. I'm better now. I gotta lean back up.
Oh, he's better now. You hear that? We still want our money.
You didn't give him any money.
Hold up. Wait, out of
Yes.
character.
Yes. What was that, Colby?
Why does he owe you money?
Because Nix and I each used a healing potion that we bought to save his damn life.
Ah, gotcha. Never mind. For whatever reason, I was assuming he was the person paying us.
No.
Forget I said
I
that.
wish. I wish.
Yeah,
I mean-
you owe her money. Me money, too.
For
If you
what?
feel so strongly about it, I can just take your life back from you, and then we
That
can consider
is-
it even.
That is a threat, and I'm now scared of you. Are you happy now?
She's smiling. You can't tell if she's actually serious. She just seems like she's having a good time.
I know. I'm having a good time too. Ow.
Wrin just sort of looks between all of you.
Right. Would you like a cup of tea?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Lovely.
I would love that.
Please take a seat in one of these chairs, and then we can discuss what you discovered.
And she goes ahead and pours you each a cup of tea as you sit down in these lovely chairs. I'm assuming Remy is still staring disappointedly at each of these other people.
Yeah, I have like my fingers pinching the bridge of whatever
Your snout.
the bridge of my snout. I have my fingers pinching the bridge of my snout, just like so confused as to how on earth they could have just done this so fast. I mean, one of them came in holding his guts. Like, come on. How? Like, okay, so now I just like approach everybody like sitting at the table, and I go, okay, you all need to explain to me exactly what happened out there.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too, Professor.
Hmm.
We
Have I
our
gotten my
asses
tea
kicked.
yet?
You have gotten your tea, yes.
I'm gonna take a long sip of the tea and just look at him.
Now, is this a normal sip, or is this an aggressively loud sip?
No, it's just a normal sip, but it's one where I'm looking at him over the cup, like,
I see.
say something about it.
I see.
Lady, I've faced warriors many more terrifying than you. Your snarl does not frighten me.
Who said it's a snarl?
Oh, damn.
I don't know what the fuck it's called. I can't English. I'm metaing here, but I can't speak good.
I believe
I
the
don't
proper
English
term
good.
is a smirk.
How are you smirking while sipping your tea? How are you snarling while sipping your tea? I don't know. What's the ways I'm looking for? Your death stare. Your death stare does not frighten me. That's what I'm looking for. That's the closest thing that I can find I'm looking for.
I'm
Go
going to
with
set
that.
down my cup of tea. What happened is that we weren't prepared, whatever the hell is in that tower.
Oh, you weren't prepared. Okay, well that's all right. You weren't prepared. In that case, it should be all right. I mean, you know, I'm sure whatever lies farther in the cave will be more than sympathetic to the fact that you weren't prepared.
Wrin
Next
puts her
time-
hand on your shoulder, Remy,
time-
and just sort of guides you down into your chair.
So,
Well,
why don't you explain to us what it was that you were unprepared for?
there was a group of mitflits as soon as we were into the building.
Ah,
We killed the first 3. Then, we found a large, tusked frog bloke. Anybody know what that thing's called?
tusked
Do we know?
frog creature.
I would say, hold on, let me actually find it.
I'll try this. I'll try a
Let me
skill
find
roll
this
if that's
thing.
necessary.
Let me find it. There it is. Do any of you have any particular lore skills that you think would be applicable?
Unless I know it from
Unless it
woodworking.
derives
no.
from nobility, no.
All right, then one of you can make a nature check if you're proficient in nature, but only if you're trained in nature.
Oh, I have nature.
All right, then you can go ahead and make a nature check,
Not me.
which is a
Okay,
d20.
let's find. Okay, d20, one roll plus I think 5. Double check if that's accurate. Yes, I have plus 5 in nature. Excellent. Okay, plus 5. Roll, and we got a 16.
You got a 16. All right. So, Remy, immediately upon hearing the description of tusked frog creature, you recognize this basic description as that of a slurk, which is a weird, sticky, slimy, tusked frog thing, around the size of a large dog. I'd probably say around the size of a Great Dane. That lairs in a number of different places, but generally unpleasant creatures.
Right, so you guys got chased off by a Slark, was it?
Slurk. Slurk.
Right, so you guys got chased off by a Slark. Okay,
If you'd let me finish the story,
go on.
Slurk nearly killed that one, and I nod over at Jason.
Almost killed me. Yep.
I thought that maybe we should turn back and, maybe not bring a dying man into a building where other things that would kill him might be. But I was outvoted, so we went back in. We open up the building, we start walking around, we find the corpse of a large frog. What do you know? It's filled with maggots. Of course, the maggots we could handle. When they brought more mitflits to...
Are you saying regular, tiny maggots?
No. Maggots the size of... What in the room can I say is the size of the maggots we were fighting?
I would say each maggot was probably... Oh, jeez.
Person-sized?
No, definitely not person-sized. Each maggot was also probably dog-sized. So I would say equivalent to one of the chairs that you're sitting in. Probably equivalent to the size of Remy's chair.
Can I say that it's equivalent to the size of Remy himself?
Actually, it's a little bigger than Remy.
We're actually a little bit bigger than your friend here. We're two of them, and we could handle that. We could deal with it. When they drew attention from more mitflits, things started to go south. Oberyn got caught up, and he started to go down. And then, knight in shining armor managed to hit himself with his own weapon and go down again, necessitating a very haphazard escape plan.
Wrin looks at you, Jason. That is impressive in a very suboptimal way.
I know. I've kind of had a string of bad luck for my entire history. Might have something to do with something in my past, but whatever.
There is much to unpack there.
Throwing out the suitcase.
Jacob, were you saying something?
Well, let's hope that string of bad luck does not continue. Okay. So do you all have a plan from here?
Well, I was kind of hoping that we could keep the two of them not dead. Maybe just to start.
Fair. And what is your plan for if and when you return to this dungeon?
Well, I think we were hoping we could get a little bit more information on the location so we can go in better prepared.
Right. So then, to ensure that you do not mess things up or nearly kill your comrades any further, I shall go along with you to ensure that everyone comes out of this safe and without their guts hanging out of their stomachs.
Can I
This
ask,
is all right with the entire party.
what are
Can
the
we, like-
stakes of this deal? I get it. It's weird. There are lights coming from a thing where there shouldn't be lights. Like, what's the big deal with it, really? You seem quite concerned that we've fucked something up majorly. Am, of course, pointing at Remy as I say this.
Oh,
What if we fucked up?
what? I don't know. Can't remember if they fuck up. I'm familiar with-
Why
with
don't
the
you
general story.
why don't you go ahead and
roll a knowledge check?
roll
What-
a Jesus Christ, I forgot to pull up a character sheet. History isn't a thing, so I would say probably
No.
I would say probably occultism, survival, or not survival, occultism, society, occultism and society are the ones that would probably fit best.
Okay, well, thank you for choosing 2 of the 4 skills that I have that are only +1.
Unfortunately.
+1. Okay. Alright, I got a 9.
A 9.
So I probably am unsure of what they are talking about.
I would say you know in the most general senses that that the structure of Gauntlight it's associated with unpleasant things and just overall ancient. It's a very ancient structure. You can't remember the stories associated with it right now. You just know that whoever built it was definitely not malicious.
Okay. So I do not claim that you may have fucked something up with this structure specifically. I claim that you fucked something up because as a party, you all chose to bring a half-dead man deeper into a dungeon that would be harder to escape. And as a group, I would say, personally, that you all have a responsibility, all of you, I'm not saying a specific person here, have a responsibility to keep each other alive. And if you fail to do that, that is the biggest fuck up of them all. And you damn near almost did that with at least one of your party members. So,
And you want to walk with us back into the building.
well, yes.
Just check.
Look, he obviously knows what he's doing, alright? And I kind of feel like we need someone on that front.
I feel like if he's walking in with us, I'm just saying, doesn't seem like a bright move to me.
Whatever. The professor can come.
Yeah, his funeral.
But regardless of how you may feel about my intentions as well as my feasibility of survival, I assure you that you should not worry. I've encountered much bigger dangers in the past, and I'm sure that I will in the future.
He's confident, too.
I don't know what else to be. I'm metaing here. I don't know what else to be right now. I'm supposed to be a 50-year-old rat man who is the headmaster of a school. Like, what?
Don't worry, Jacob. You're doing a great job.
Thank
Crumble,
you.
John.
Channel
These
your
bones are
inner rat.
crumbling.
He's got a fascinating character. I just
Uh-huh.
am going to enjoy pressing his buttons.
I already tell that that's like the dynamic the two characters have already, is that we just like pushing each other's buttons to see who cracks first.
So I would certainly recommend at least one night's rest before journeying back to Gauntlight.
I would agree.
Yeah, can I buy some, like, throwing daggers or something while we're here?
Throwing daggers. We definitely should have something along those lines.
Be good.
Give me a moment, please.
Even that, you know, I have a feat that lets me do stuff with that, and I don't own any.
Just a regular throwing knife.
How much is that?
3 silver pieces per knife.
2 of them then.
All right, go ahead and subtract 6 silver pieces and add 2 throwing knives to your inventory.
Oh boy. I'm trying to figure out how to use the Foundry character sheet for this.
All right. What stage are you at right now?
Remove coins. Okay, I need to remove 6 silver. Remove the coins. Thank you. Now I have to find how to add throwing knives.
If you go to the little magnifying glass, that'll open the inventory browser.
That would do it.
And that way you can just drag and drop.
How delightful for our listeners that they get to hear us trying to figure out how Foundry is meant to work.
Indeed. Well, my mother was saying that she wants to learn more about how to play the game from this podcast, so...
Oh.
Hi, Cam's
We're
mom.
so screwed.
Hi, Cam's mom. How are you liking it so far?
Hi, Cam's mom.
She's listened to
You know who
1
else
hour
is
of the
gonna
first
listen to
episode at
this?
this point.
Hi, Cam's Bob.
Who's
I'm
listening?
an
to
Cam's
this?
absolute
boss.
stranger.
Oh, yes, Cam's bosses. One of Cam's bosses is also listening to this, probably.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
All right, and
Don't
Emma,
trust him. No, I'm kidding.
the last thing you need to do is you see the shirt?
Yes, that means I gotta equip it, yeah?
Yes. I would say probably just click held one hand. And then there's a little quantity thing if you want to just have one item. However is easiest for you to manage your inventory, but that is an option to just sort of plus and minus as you throw them.
Nice. Why won't it let me click the jersey? What's...
It's not letting you click them?
It's letting me click it, it's just not doing anything when I click it.
Are you clicking held one hand?
I'm clicking the little jersey thing, it's not doing anything.
Go to your actions tab.
Okay.
Do you see the throwing knife things in the actions tab?
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Okay. So that they're currently okay, I see. So they're currently worn and then in combat
Oh,
you'll be
okay, I
able
can
to
hit draw.
yeah, draw and sheath them. Okay.
Cool.
I understand. We're all figuring out Foundry still as always. Lovely. All right. Are there
Cool, I
any
bought my
other,
things.
Are there any other purchases that any of you would like to make here from me?
Would you happen to have any cheese?
Cheese. Well, let me actually see. There's somehow not a cheese item. What the fuck? How is there not a cheese item?
What do you
Paizo.
mean?
There's
Get on
fantasy
it.
weed, but there's no cheese.
I am
I hate this game.
Appalled. I am shocked
Cameron,
and appalled.
I'm an anthropomorphic rat. How am I supposed to live without
Hold on.
cheese?
Hold on, wait. The only thing that comes up when I look up cheese in Archives of Nethys is cheese croissata. We'll start with that.
I just wanted my
Right, cheese! Okay. I unfortunately don't think I have any for sale. However, I believe I do have some, if you would like some, my friend.
Have some what?
Some cheese.
Oh, I thought you just said that you didn't have any. What?
I do not have any for sale.
Oh yes, give me.
She goes, she smiles and goes into a cabinet, comes back with with a block of cheddar, and
Yes.
cuts a hefty chunk off for you.
Yes.
Are you
Chunk of
devouring it?
cheddar.
Are you devouring it right then and there?
I'm devouring a quarter of it right then and there, and then I'm saving the other for later.
All right, you've got a chunk of cheddar.
I'm gonna chunk of cheddar.
It's like crack cocaine. Is this like
I
the
am,
equivalent of crack cocaine? Can I roll like a medicine check for this?
I'm adding this to my inventory.
Oh,
if
as
I
I'm
you-
gonna
as
roll.
you should.
I'm gonna roll a medicine check for this. Can I roll a medicine
nothing-
check?
Yes,
There's
you
nothing
can.
for cheese.
Yeah, just create a new item. Create a new item. Cheese doesn't exist apparently.
Okay,
Am I allowed to roll that?
Yeah, yes.
It's a
Make,
sad,
make the
cheeseless
medicine check.
world.
wait, how do I
Natural one.
create it?
Natural
How do
one.
I
That-
create it? Oh, here we
That
go.
cheese. That's not a block of cheese. That is a straight up brick of Coke.
Shit. The rat people are like constantly high off of cheese. Oh no.
Okay, I have. Hold on. What's the bulk that I should have for this?
Oh, don't worry about it. It doesn't need bulk.
Okay, I'm having a bulk of 0.2. How about
Bulk
that?
put a bulk of negligible. It's just a small, like she cut a piece off the block. It's not
Okay,
a very
0.1.
large.
0.1. Size small, bulk 0.1, price 0 because I said so.
Is there anything else I can do for any of you?
For the record,
Yes.
this item is titled cheese in all caps, and the description of it is cheese.
As it should be. As it should be.
Good. Okay, excellent. Because there's nothing that you can do about it if you wanted to. Anyways, continue.
Can you direct us to a good place to spend the night?
I could indeed. Your best bet would most likely be the Rowdy Rockfish down on Zarmavdian
The
Street.
rowdy rockfish? Excuse
Yes,
me?
the Rowdy Rockfish.
The rowdy rockfish?
Yes, they will have some good. They, I believe, have some good food and drink and lodging that you can take advantage of.
I don't understand. What's so rowdy about the fish?
I
It's a
do not
name.
know. I
It's a
did
name
not
for,
come up with the name, Remy.
It's a name. It's a name, Remy. Don't worry about it. Don't think too much on it.
I can't stop thinking about the name. What makes a fish rowdy?
Are you just going to the Rowdy Rockfish for the night? And
Yeah,
it's currently, I would say at this point, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah,
Oh.
so we all walk over to the. I at least start walking over to the rowdy rockfish. Rockfish.
Yes.
I walk over to the rowdy rockfish, having an existential crisis the entire time, confused about how a fish can be rowdy.
Well,
As you
That,
should.
that is my character. I am either pissed off or I am existentially confused about everything. Those are the only two modes that I'm choosing.
sadness or confusion.
Why don't I actually pull
Yeah.
up the map of Otari for you?
Excellent.
But
Please do
I'm
that.
gonna be grabbing a pint at the Rockfish.
All right. Let me find where it is. Ah, there it is.
God, look at
All
the
right.
map.
Are all of you currently on the map?
I'm on the map.
Oh yes, we're on the map.
Yes.
Oh no, Colby, is your diesel punk internet screwing you up again?
Hey, we upgraded.
Oh, you upgraded. Oh good. Oh good.
Solar
Oh,
punk now.
congratulations.
Oh boy, solar powered internet.
So not the best at night, but ooh.
So are you telling me that the solar panel is the router?
Next question.
Oh, you have solar powered internet? Hang on.
So the Rowdy Rockfish is right down here. If you see
Oh,
my
it's near
thing.
Sandy
we're
Street,
We're
wow.
not just moving past the solar powered.
That's what you think,
It's a whole bit
motherfucker.
from episode 1. It's a callback.
At
Well,
least
it's
there's no
kinda
raiders
right?
this time. Was that?
Wait. So wait, really quickly on the map, this is technically three-dimensional, right? So it's just
Yeah,
like the
so
graveyard on the
that's
side
a
of a cliff.
that's a big old cliff with a graveyard on
Okay.
top. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Got it. Nice.
Yeah. So you all begin walking on down the streets of Otari.
That's is Rat Alley like a racial thing? I don't know about you, Remy. If that's a racist thing or not.
Wait, what?
Look directly south of Rook's Alley, of Rajani Street near the stables.
I don't
Where I'm
know.
pigging right
Yeah,
now.
there's a rat alley.
Is that
That's
like a
cool.
racist thing? Oh,
No, are
okay.
you kidding me? It's great. We love
Oh.
getting recognition. We get it anywhere we can.
Oh.
So, as you sort of walk along, you pass by a few other people. Wrin's Wonders, just as a reminder, is right up here. So you're walking down along. Are there any other places that you'd like to stop along the way?
Can I get the general vibe of the town? Like,
Yeah.
can you get the feeling of like, is everyone worried about something? Are
Uh,
everyone relaxed, or
yeah,
is it just
I
every
guess
day?
I would say. I guess I would say for that, make a perception check.
Perception. Okay. Like fucking.
Again, this
Fuck!
is one of those ones that I'm technically supposed to make for you.
Oh, okay. I
But-
rolled a 3 for a 9.
Okay. I guess this is actually a part where I should ask the question. Pathfinder has a lot of things where I'm supposed to roll for you in secret. Do you want me to do that, or would you rather roll yourselves?
I actually think it would be pretty entertaining to not know the number, so we don't know how accurate the information you're giving
Okay.
us is. So
Oh,
we can just
yeah.
roleplay off
Okay.
of what we know.
All right.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Good
for
idea.
do we want to just start with this roll since you rolled like shit anyways?
Yeah, sure. I
Alright.
don't know what I rolled.
All right. So I'm
Can't
gonna
roll.
I'm gonna re-roll. What's your perception modifier?
Oh lord. It's +6.
Okay. All right. So yeah, eventually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna properly make myself a DM screen on my wall behind my desk with all of your modifiers on it. But that day is not today because I have COVID and don't have the energy for it.
Oh,
So
But
when that day comes, it's gonna look like a serial killer board.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So
Cam and a serial killer. Name a better.
oh yes, it'll be
Hey,
like
he
we're
has
filming
one
your
in your
movie.
film too.
Yeah,
so-
I was gonna say it'll be like we're in your movie all over again, Colby.
You can't ever escape.
I can never escape George Dorian himself.
Jungle.
All right. Yeah, Jason, as you're sort of walking down the streets, it's peaceful out here. The people are just going about their business. It's, mid-afternoon, so just in general, it's busy with people going about their days, and as far as you can tell, nobody seems particularly concerned about anything specific. The occasional passerby seems to sort of take notice of the group. I would say something you would have all probably noticed at this point is that a vast majority of this town is human. 60%, if you will, of the population is human. So this group, a few members of this group certainly stick out like a sore thumb. But Petra and Jason, you feel kind of at home. At least from the perspective of your being human compared to your
Okay.
comrades.
Our racial disposition gives us
Yes.
advantage.
Petra's gonna feel really uncomfortable about that and just start like kind of scratching at her neck.
So yeah, nobody seems particularly concerned or anything. I will say though that Jason, you would notice occasionally, yeah, people are giving glances to the whole party, but actually you do notice that you very occasionally get a specific glance directed towards you yourself.
Ooh. Okay. I'll chalk it off to be just covered in blood.
All right. I would actually say that you've probably noticed this. You've noticed yourself getting this look since you came to Otari in the first place.
Oh, fuck. Alright.
And I would actually say, Oberyn, you probably would have noticed a similar thing. And since there are elves in this town, I would say you probably would gather that it's not specifically because you're an elf.
You said specifically because I'm an elf?
You would gather it's not specifically because you're an elf.
Oh, okay.
As far as you can tell, it is not racism.
Ah, good. No fantasy racism.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before I just sort of bring you towards the tavern?
I'm all set.
Let's go to the tavern and recover.
Lovely, lovely. Are you choosing to cross over the river, or are you up here, or are you choosing to sort of walk all the way down?
Let's walk the way down.
All
Let's
right.
walk the way down.
All right.
Let's see the town. There's a town square
There
near
is.
Medheb Street.
There is
wanna
indeed.
go
I
check
would say
that.
you all would sort of probably... Actually, no. You probably would have all come from the north, so you probably wouldn't have... You might not have actually gotten a chance to explore the town yet. So you all walk on down. As you pass, you go from Shrike Street down Wyvern Street. And as you do, you actually pass a place with a sign out front labeled Crow's Casks.
Do they make casks?
You have no idea.
Okay.
The sign itself depicts a group of drunk crows perched on a leaky cask. You keep on moving down. Are you going to the town square and now that you've gotten down there and can sort of hear the sounds of a busy market?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
Mhm.
I got no money, but we'll go anyway. We'll window shop.
You make your way across Manhem Street and find yourselves in the center of a pretty busy market. Like it's not like a big city market would be, but it's it's popping a little bit. It's midday, so definitely like the time of day that a lot of people are going and selling and buying. Yeah, it definitely appears to be a combination of open air farmers market, a log cabin trading post type area, and somebody is even selling wood, it feels like this is pretty much a one-stop shop for just about anything you could possibly need.
All right. Sounds
Dick.
wonderful.
All right. Would any of you like
Hey,
to
there's
do any shopping in particular, or are you
I
just
don't
moving
have
past?
I don't have coins.
Well, for those of you
alright?
who do have coin.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not very liquid right now.
All right.
I'm also not very as the kids
You're
say,
poor.
liquid.
It means you're poor.
Yeah, I know.
That wasn't serious. That's not true. You could be liquid poor, and you could also be asset rich. I literally have accounting. That's what I did in my past. Jason actually says that in character. He actually says that.
All right.
Dig on me.
So, you all continue onwards past the market, past another little building across on this bridge right here, which appears, you know, you don't really see much of a sign anywhere, but judging by the open door and the burly dwarven man standing out front with his arms crossed, just sort of eyeing you as you approach and begin to walk past, you would assume this is a tavern of some kind.
Oh, sorry, can you repeat that again?
Judging by the open, you can't see
Yeah.
any sign. Judging by the open
Okay.
door and by the burly dwarven man with his arms crossed, standing out front, eyeing you as you approach, you'd assume this is a tavern of some kind.
Okay, a tavern. Okay.
Yes.
The last part I was confused. A what? A tabard? What? A tabard? What?
I waltz in, not walk.
Oh.
Waltz.
As you attempt to waltz into the tavern, the dwarf just stands in front of you, almost clotheslines you, because he's actually taller than you.
Oh,
Oh, really? Is he taller than me?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't tell. I'm only 3.
Oh yeah, this dwarf is like 4'5". And where do you think you're
shit.
going there?
shoot, he's huge.
Inside this wonderful establishment, sir.
Oh really? What you think you're getting out of here?
Sleep.
You're thinking of sleeping at the Crook's Nook.
At the what?
The Crook's
We're not-
Nook.
Oh, you're misunderstanding. This
What's
isn't the Rowdy Rockfish. Remy, this isn't the Rowdy Rockfish. We're not there yet.
I turn back to the dwarf. Is this the Rowdy Rockfish?
No, this is the Crook's Nook. Rowdy Rockfish is that way. And he
Yeah,
points down the road.
Jason's gonna try and intervene.
Spectacular.
Though
He's
you're
like,
certainly
"Sorry."
welcome to come in and find lodging. We've got lodging here too.
You have gambling?
Of course we've got gambling. He looks you up and down. And you certainly seem like you might be our kind of clientele there.
Thank
Oh, I
you
think
very
I might
much.
be.
Wait. I stop him from attempting to gamble, and I go, "Oh, trust me, this lad has made enough mistakes for one day. I will certainly get back to you about the lodging, though."
me. I'm gonna kill him.
I am
I'm gonna kill
objectively
him.
correct in this circumstance. I'm betting here, but I'm objectively correct.
So, you drag Oberyn away from the Crook's Nook, and towards the Rowdy Rockfish, and so
And really quick, and as they're leaving, Jason's like, "Sorry about that." You know, the whole, and he points to his brain, like getting fried. You know, so sorry.
you saying this to the bouncer, or
Yeah, like
the-
sorry. It's their little, that thing. And I make like there's something might be wrong in their head, kind of hand
He-
signal.
The bouncer looks at you, Jason. You, what? Get. The elf can come back. The rest of you, make some more coin.
Oh my god, it's just so many assholes here. All right,
Know
whatever.
how much coin I have?
Yeah, like we
Carry
literally
yourself
have.
like a poor
The-
person.
Are you kidding me? We have like
Remy, do you say
500
that
gold.
in Remy? Do you say that in character?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I
Aw.
don't say that out loud. in
I
front of
mean,
the
you
dwarf.
certainly could.
I could, but I don't want to get into an encounter already. Like, come on.
All right, so you head on to the Rowdy Rockfish, and you do in fact find it right down on here, as you cross the bridge and walk down Zarmavdian Street.
You pronounced that in one go. I can't believe it.
And so you walk on over to the door, which has a sign above it depicting a rockfish with his fins up in a boxing pose. And you approach this 2-story tall wooden structure,
So that's
Expecting-
why they call it the Rowdy Rockfish.
expecting from the name, a raucous environment. However, it's pretty much dead quiet. Even as you open the door and enter the establishment, the only real sound is the bell, as well as clinking silverware from the few patrons currently enjoying their lunch.
I climb my hands together. Fantastic! So, what's this place got for us, eh?
As you say that, all of the patrons just sort of look up at you suddenly, startled, then sort of look towards the bar, where you can see a dwarven woman just sort of with an eyebrow up.
This is like going on vacation with your grandfather.
I intend to make it so.
Right,
Oh
well,
my
if you'd
God.
like to come on over and talk to me here, I can get you whatever you're looking for. Fine fellow.
I'm metaing here. What can 18 copper pieces buy me?
How
know.
much copper do you have?
18.
You what?
That's all
You're
I
just
have.
gonna have to ask and find out.
I don't want to. I'd rather find out from you and risk not getting kicked out.
I think that's not how this role-playing game works, sir.
I think it is.
I think that's not
because
quite how
I
this
want
role-playing game
to.
works, sir.
No.
Trish gonna walk up to the
you
bar.
see. Okay, yeah, I'll let somebody else go first.
Okay.
Just to find out.
How much is lodging?
What
here,
can I
by the
get
way?
for you? What can I get for you, fine lass?
Can I get a room for the night and a pint of ale?
Room for the night. Is this a room for just you or for someone else as well?
Oh, it's just me. Thank
All right,
you.
that'll be 1 silver piece for the room. And,
Bloody hell, mate!
And you said a pint of ale.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I can certainly get you that. That'll be 1 copper piece for the mug of ale.
For Mugaville, it's a copper piece.
I'm holding Remy
Jesus
back right now.
Christ.
If
Jason's
you have
holding Remy
18
back.
copper pieces, then you have 1 silver piece.
Oh yeah, that's right. 10 copper and 1 silver.
This is true.
Okay, Gramps, really quick.
Sorry,
so
you said it was
Jason's
1
gonna lean
silver for
down.
the room and how many copper for the beer?
1 copper.
Thank you.
Jason's
Course,
gonna lean
course.
down to Remy really quick. So there's 10 silver. So there's 10 copper per silver piece, and there's 10 silver, 1 gold. So that's how
Yeah,
the conversion
I
works.
forgot the conversion rate.
Yeah,
of this,
yeah.
Of this world. Yeah, okay, that would have been
Yeah,
a nice
yeah.
reminder. Damn.
Wait, hold on. Is it the HUD?
Listen!
Okay.
I had forgotten. So yeah, Petra, you slide your coin over on the bar. The innkeeper takes it, comes back with a foaming pint, places it down in front of you. And can I get anything for the rest of you?
Yeah, for me, a
Well,
pint of ale in a room.
all right. That'll be 1 silver piece for the room. I'm assuming it's a 1-bed room for you.
Yes.
All right, and 1 copper piece for the ale.
Sick. So now I'm down to 7 copper pieces.
We gotta get work, guys.
And she slides each of
And
you a
said
room
you
key.
were in liquid.
She slides each of you a room key.
And I will also take a room in. Do you have mead?
Mead. Well, let me see. Indeed we do. That would be 2 copper for a mug of mead.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm glad I went with the ale.
I'll just take a pint of ale then.
All right, 1 copper for the ale. And would you like a room as well, sir?
Yes, please.
Okay. That'll be 1 silver for your room.
All right, here you are.
Lovely. Slides over the room key. And slides over the foaming pint. And for you,
the
fine
last one.
gentleman.
I guess the same thing. Not really much. How many rooms do you have left here?
Enough.
The infinite room problem. There's an n number of rooms depending on the party size, right?
Just
Yeah,
the
yeah,
rim and the
I think
pint.
just the room and the pint, and maybe just a meal too.
All right. 1 silver for the rim, 1 copper for the pint, and for the meal.
All right, how do I add? So -1 silver,
Right, meal will be 3 copper,
3 copper, so 4 copper total. Right?
4 copper and 1 silver.
How the fuck do I add this? 4 copper and 1 silver. Okay. Yep, perfect.
All right. Lovely,
I hand over the coin.
lovely, lovely. And she comes back with the key, foaming pint, and a plate of some sort of poultry, mashed potatoes, and looks like green beans.
All right, it's my dinner, my dinner right here. Find a place to sit down and start chomping.
I take it you are all new to town in some case? Well, I think I recognize you somewhat. I've seen you around, she says as she points at Petra. I feel like I've seen you around before. Once or twice.
Been in the area.
Had a feeling. What, if you don't mind my asking, what brings you to Otari?
Me specifically, or just generally?
Oh, all of you. Whatever. I've got plenty of time and I'll happily hear a story to lighten my day.
And ask
Well,
a
I'm the
favor.
reinforcement.
All right. So, it was Wrin that brought you all here.
Indeed.
Is it about that thing in the sky she saw?
That's the one.
Aye. Poor woman. Not so sure her eyes are working very well anymore. I would imagine her mind is a little lost. But, I suppose that's what happens when you watch your entire city burn.
Wait, say that again.
No, don't worry about
She's-
it. I'm probably speaking too much.
Oh,
I don't think you're speaking enough.
don't,
Threaten the
no.
bartender.
Yeah,
No,
don't
that
do
wasn't
that.
a threat. That wasn't a threat. No, you'll know if I'm threatening you. Don't worry.
Right. Well, see, Wrin came here after, well, she came here after her home was destroyed a few years ago by demons. And she came here afterwards. Claims there were somehow no casualties. But I don't know how that would be possible with demons. But you know, poor woman
Oh,
lost
fuck.
everything. But she's here now.
I've always assumed she was here forever. When did she arrive in town?
Oh, she only opened her shop 4 years ago, I think.
4 years ago. Damn. Okay.
Valued
That's not
member of
really
our
good.
community, even if she's a little wild in the mind sometimes.
It's here a year ago. I thought she was like born and raised, but no. Goodness gracious. okay.
She's integrated quite well. Elves
Yeah.
very good at learning things.
Okay. Well. Good question. But Do you happen to know anything weird that's happened at Gauntlet Keep recently?
Well, obviously, if you ask Wrin, there's the
Not including Red.
not including the lights that she's seeing in the sky. Well, not not really that I'm aware of. Most people steer clear of Gauntlet. People have a tendency of going missing. Whenever they go there.
Which is the character? I'm asking Meta. Which is the character that almost got killed?
Me.
Jason and
Jason.
Oberyn also almost got killed.
Okay, so my character like starts coughing under his breath, goes, Jason.
Shut the fuck up. I almost died here, okay, Remy? Aren't you a schoolmaster? Aren't you like supposed to be like support? Wait, hold on. Which school were you the headmaster of? Which school did you teach at?
Would you like to know?
Do I recognize
don't know.
any
We haven't
bit that?
established that. We have not established that at all. All that we know is that my character is a rat.
Oh no, I know the name of the school.
Okay, well,
The name of the school you are the headmaster of is
Were
Magambia.
Gambia. I'm gonna roll.
my.
Which school were you? Which school did you
Uh,
end up at?
I would say Jason.
Gambia.
Oh, there you go. He gives the information for you.
Do I know that?
I would
Is
say
there any news
make
about it?
a society check unless you have an appropriate lore skill that you'd like to try.
What the heck is heraldry lore? I don't know what that is. Oh well. I guess society check it is. 11.
11, you say? 11.
I will use. They critically fail that.
No.
Okay. Then I will use my dubious knowledge feat. So I failed to recall knowledge check, so I learned a bit of true knowledge and a bit of erroneous knowledge, but you're not supposed to tell me which one is which.
Okay. Well,
Because
you know
yeah.
that Magambia is a school in a city called Nantambu. For the
Alright.
record, I probably got those reversed, but I'm not very well versed in this world's lore. You also remember something about a demonic cult in that school.
So either you're fucking with me about the city or the demonic cult. I don't know which one. I love this feat. Wait, wasn't that okay? Back to character. I'm gonna look at Remy. Wasn't that the school with the whole like demonic cult?
Oh my god, this bullshit again. No, it is not the school with the demonic cult.
It is. This was like 3 years ago, right?
No, that's the other school, the one that Cameron is about to say the name of because I don't know any other schools in this universe.
Glickmachbia.
No, that's Clickmachbia because they can't get their shit together.
Please, someone write down Glickmachbia.
I refuse.
Have it literally on a recorded record.
True. That's sort of an editor's note for when I'm listening back to this later.
Lickmachia, yeah. Wait, I went there. No. That awkward moment. Anyway, no. Okay. Anyway, sorry, we interrupted your conversation.
Which conversation was that again?
The bartender. She was
the
explaining
bartender was talking
Gauntlet's
about
weird
something.
oddities. Yeah,
Yeah,
people
right.
disappeared in Gauntlet.
Yes,
Sorry.
I'm taking it by your injuries and such that you've returned from Gauntlet.
Yep, we did.
Yeah.
Almost didn't, but we did.
Huh. What did you find there? What do you know what it is that's been disappearing people?
Whatever else there may be, there's a hell of a lot of mitflits and very large maggots.
Metflits and maggots.
And maggots.
And a frog thing with the tusk. What's the name of it again?
Slurk.
And a slurk. Can't forget the slurk.
That's
You weren't even there.
I
Yes,
wasn't
there
there,
was a
but I
slurk.
sure remember the story.
Huh. Well, that's certainly something. Right. Well. Huh. Well then, that I would not have expected. Not have expected midflets. Of all things.
Is that?
I don't know. Just with the generally with the mystique that's been built up around that place, I would expect it to be some sort of fell sorcery.
Oh, we only got in the front entryway, so there's plenty of time to get your expectations right.
I suppose. Wait, does that mean you're going back?
That's the plan, right?
Yes, that is the plan.
Oh, by the
So
gods.
it seems.
That's well, I certainly wish you luck with that. If you survive, a round of ales is on me.
I will take you up on that.
Well, guess we have no choice but to go back now.
Yeah, that one copper will really ruin you.
It's not. It's not about the money. It's about the thought of it, right?
It's not about the money.
It's about the
sending a
connections.
message.
Exactly. Something more. There's something more than coin out there in the world. It's all about that that victory, right? The earning of that ale.
Right.
It's a bit early to go to sleep. I just realized and just shut down this conversation. But I mean, is there any work to do in town right now since we're here?
Are you asking the innkeeper?
Yeah, the innkeeper. What's her name?
The
Okay.
name's Brilda.
Grilled
Brilda Vinkervale.
Vinkervale.
Brilda with a B.
B. Okay.
Actually, I have a picture of her that I can show you.
Oh shoot! Show it.
There you go.
Oh.
Hey, yo.
Oh, I don't like that sound.
What was that for? What are you doing to this nice dwarven woman?
I know.
Honestly,
Are you the barkeep or do you own this establishment?
I am the owner.
Okay.
Wasn't always the barkeep. Had to take over the bar after my son disappeared. But
Oh.
Oh.
How when was this?
oh over a year ago.
You know.
Disappear at Gauntlet?
I don't really know. All I know is that a few people claim to have seen him walking out of town with some strange hooded stranger carrying a lantern.
Oh fuck.
That's all I know, and I'm assuming my Lazda's never coming back.
How
Excuse
old
me,
was your son?
Sir, what was the oh fuck all about?
How old was your son when this happened?
Well, he must have been. Must have been. I know this. I'm his mother.
It's fine.
Good.
Sorry, DM.
Midway through his second century.
Midway through, huh?
I'm very sorry to hear that, ma'am.
Aye. Oh well. Such
Imagine you're
is
talking
life.
to a parent about their missing child, and they're like, "Oh well."
Grief, man. The grief makes you
Yeah.
react.
Oh, well, you want
Yeah,
some
we got a
some.
few more of those.
Wasn't super fond of this one anyway.
Yeah.
What's another 2 centuries? I could just pop another one.
Jesus.
Actually, on that note, Petra, why don't I roll you a real quick sense motive check? What's your perception modifier?
Heck's a sense
I
motive.
want to say it's +6.
Okay. All right. Then yeah, I'd say that's around the response you would have. Seems awful crass for a mother to say about her child.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm just
Oh
gonna
you
my-
said
sip
that
my
out
ale.
loud.
Oh,
You said that out loud. Why would you say that out loud?
I don't think
What
I
have
did,
you
did
No,
I?
No,
you
she
didn't
did
say that
not.
out loud. That was in your head.
Yeah.
Sure.
Remember, it's storytelling. We have our outside voice, inside voice.
Sometimes those get confused for each other.
Sometimes I don't know which voice I have.
Sometimes
That's
there's
fair.
so many voices in my head, I don't remember which one is my own.
Sometimes
Carrey?
the voices tell me to do very naughty things.
That's not Jim Carrey.
Sometimes the voices tell me they're in my walls.
That's just
We're in
Jacob.
the goddamn
Oh!
wall.
Yes, that is just me.
Anyway,
Okay.
Pathfinder.
Yes, Pathfinder.
And I try and earn income. Is that a thing that I can do?
How would you like to? Well, or I guess you. What?
Yeah,
what,
that's the
what,
question. I was gonna ask.
what
That's actually
kind-
the thing I was gonna ask. Brelda, is there any sort of income any of us could do, like in
Um,
the meantime?
Definitely, there's plenty of places around. Well, we have a lumber mill, the Giant's Wheel, the local smithy. You might be able to find some work there, but I wouldn't really recommend it. The owner, he's kind of an asshole.
Oh.
You could try tutoring some of the children, at one of the manors. Let's see what else is there.
Tutoring children. I don't think I can do that. Oh boy.
Well, there's the library. There's the taverns and all that. I have no particular need for any guards or anything, but I
Yeah.
can't speak necessarily for the others at all times. I'm sure the Farmers Guild might have something for you.
I'm gonna go
What
to
about
There's
the
a
any,
delivery. There's a deliveries place. Galentine deliveries. I'm sure they could use more runners.
What about a mercenaries guild? Anything like that in town?
Mercenaries Guild. I can't say we've specifically got a mercenaries guild, but there is a garrison. You might be able to convince them to allow you to help out. I don't know if they'd let you do any soldiering so much as maintenance. The market, you could almost definitely work as a guard in the market. They occasionally will have cut purse problems. That's
Works for me.
really most of it. All right, so Petro is going to the mill. Oberyn, were you going to the market?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and schmooze someone into
Okay.
into letting me be their bodyguard.
All right, and Jason.
Galentine delivery sounds good.
All right.
Just they need couriers, right? So
Yeah.
might as well head around there.
And,
All right, real quick before we
yes.
leave.
Uh,
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
not done yet.
Remy, what would you like to do with your downtime? Would you like to do any work, or would you like to?
Yeah, I have 7 gold, 7 copper pieces. I'm gonna work.
All right. Where would you like to go for work?
The place
Which
where
place?
work is.
All right. Which
I
As
am
a
place?
teacher, would you
familiar
perhaps
with
like
this
to
town.
tutor the students?
Would you? Yes.
Yes, I will tutor the students.
All right.
Being a headmaster and all of that.
All right.
Can you imagine like the thing of like if someone just shows up and goes like, by the way, I'm the headmaster of a really prestigious school. Can I tutor your children?
So,
Waiting for money.
Are
Imagine
you?
like being a student. Imagine like being the student, like working on I don't know what do students in this world work on? I'm gonna say pre-calculus. They haven't gone to calculus yet. Nobody did calculus yet. So they're studying the highest level of math that there is, and just a giant fucking rat walks in and says, "You're all doing it wrong. Let me show you how to get this shit done." And then he just starts doing shit on the board.
All right. So Jacob, I'm pretty sure you're trained in society, yes?
I actually don't think I am. Hold on, let me double check that. Yeah, they
Okay,
have a
well,
+1 in society.
You still
Not
might
trained.
be trained in it. Oh nope.
How
Yeah,
do
no,
I
you're not.
check that?
Well, if you're in Foundry in the skills thing, it'll just say trained or untrained.
Boundaries, skills.
It's the hand.
Hand.
Proficiencies is the hand.
Yes, I'm untrained in society.
Man, for a teacher, you've really got nothing for teaching. All right.
That's why he's the
Yeah, well,
headmaster.
you know-
He never taught a
Yeah, that's
single
fine.
class.
Yeah,
Fair.
I'm
Just
the
been like-
headmaster. I am there to
Master head. Wait, no.
intimidate.
Oh
I
no.
am
God.
there to.
All right.
What are we doing?
So, all right. So,
Before we break up, I'm gonna be like really quick. We're meeting back here either tonight or tomorrow morning, right?
Well, I assume we're all sleeping here, given we
Yeah.
paid for the rooms. So
Mhm. So either tonight or probably tomorrow morning. Would that work for everybody?
sure.
All right. Perfect.
Nyx is going to
Cool.
give a thumbs up.
Okay. Shit, we forgot you were here. Oh my god.
All right.
Nick.
Okay, so let's go through everyone's earned income. Now, here's the question: are you only taking 1 day of downtime, or are you taking multiple days of downtime?
How does downtime work for healing wounds? Like,
Okay,
I know there's
so
no long rest thing. And...
So the way resting works is that, in regards to healing, your abilities that replenish after sleeping, or at the next dawn, or whatever. And then for every time you sleep, every time you get a full night's rest, which is 8 hours, unless your heritage specifies otherwise, or something else specifies otherwise. Once you get 8 hours of sleep, you regain hit points equal to your Constitution modifier times your level. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty
Holy
sure that's
shit.
it.
We're gonna be here forever.
Rest. Not rest eternal. Definitely not rest eternal.
Yes.
Resting. There we are.
Oh my
resting.
god. So your
Yeah.
con.
Character
that's insane.
regains hit points equal to their Constitution modifier, minimum 1, multiplied by their level. And if you rest without any shelter or comfort, I can reduce this healing by half to a minimum of 1. You
So
also
if you're
lose-
a level 1 and you have a +1, you gain 1 hit point for sleeping.
Yes.
I'm gonna be here for 9 days, guys. I'm out for a week and a half.
Is there any other way of healing?
Yeah, you can. Well, Wrin can heal.
Nyx.
And there's also Nyx who has a healing kit, but that's iffy. I will say, Wrin did just heal you for free.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is, I would say, in general, you would know that if you need healing, Wrin can help you get back on your feet.
Okay, got it.
So I would say, just in general, you only, at this point, will only really need maybe, depending on where your injuries are at right now, maybe only like, I guess, probably
8.5.
2 full days, or well, I guess actually probably only 1 night, and then Wrin could heal you and see where you're at the next day.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's go through this first day of downtime and go from there. All right.
Okay.
So let's go down the list, starting with Petra. You were going to the mill.
Yes.
All right. So you head on over to the mill. Why don't I go ahead and move the move the map on over there. So, you walk on up the path. You walk on up the path, and as you arrive, you see this absolutely massive water wheel, just twisting and pushing the current along. And you can see that the wheel itself seems to be powering. The wheel is right here. Seems to be powering this huge log flume treadmill system, which is sending logs out towards my brain, Absalom, the city of Absalom. You approach and you can just hear this constant noise of the wheel grinding and churning the water. And as you get even closer, you can hear the saws whining away, and the clattering of logs loading onto the ramp. And as you approach, you can see a number of workers going away, with one in particular standing out. A half-orc man, seems a bit bigger and burlier and more stern than the others. As you approach, his eyes turn to you, puts down the saw that was in his hand, walks over to greet you.
Afternoon. What
Hello?
can I do for you?
Looking for work if you've got it.
Looking for work, huh? All right. What can you offer me?
A woodworker?
Woodworker. All right. Fine woodwork, or what kind of stuff do you work with typically? What kind of work?
I mostly do intricate work for toys, but I can do more standard things.
Can't say I have any particular need for a toy maker, but if you say you can do more, then I'll choose to believe you. All right. Currently, I've got all the inside workers I think that I need, but I could use someone to patrol the flume and make sure nothing's going wrong. Make sure none of the logs are too big, and if they are too big and they catch on something, you cut it down to size and repair whatever it might have broken. Does that sound like a job you can do?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful.
Reaches out a hand.
Name's Clort.
Petra. She takes it.
Lovely to meet you.
Gives you a nice firm shake.
All right, get to work, Petra.
All right, go ahead and I would say, let's see, how does your woodworking thing manifest?
I have a mercantile lore
Mercantile
thingamajig.
mercantile lore. I would say that would be a little different from what you're doing here. You know what? I will say, since this is specifically woodworking and that is something you're familiar with, I will say, yeah, go ahead and make a mercantile lore check.
10.
A 10, you said. 10. All right. You spend your day, or the rest of the day, patrolling up and down the flume, doing your best to cut the caught logs down and make some repairs, but this is really not your jurisdiction. typically. This is not your forte, so it's a bit of a struggle. But you know, you come back as the sun begins to set, and you notice the workers starting to pack up. And Clort greets you.
You know, your repairs aren't quite the sturdiest. But they're better than nothing. Here you are, your pay for the day.
And he puts 2 silver pieces into your hand.
Pleasure.
Pleasure
She's
indeed.
gonna head off
All right.
for the tavern.
All right. That will bring us to Oberyn.
Mm-hmm.
You were going to the market, I believe. Yes.
Correct.
Lovely, lovely. Alrighty then. So, you approach the market, and you sort of ask around for who's in charge, and you're pointed in the direction of a human man. I guess I'll show you a picture of him. Before I forget, let me actually show you a picture of the orc, the half orc from the mill. That's what he looks like.
Uh-huh.
And then the market. Here's the guy that you are looking for. Wearing his nice little hat with his mutton chops there.
Do I see him around anywhere?
Yes, you do. You see him sort of just in general, walking around the market, checking in with all the shop owners. And as you approach, he takes notice, turns to you, just eyes drooping, entire face just basically on the ground. Yes, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for work. I've
Alright.
been told these shops are in need of a good bodyguard.
All
Well,
right.
I'm pretty skilled with the blade myself.
Right. Looks you up and down. Well, that certainly is true. I won't deny you certainly seem like the fighting type. You're not a druid, are you?
No, gods no.
You don't know any druids?
No, I don't associate with druids.
Good. Alright, you're hired.
Oh, perfect.
Wonderful. Go ahead and do your guarding. Don't let anyone steal anything.
You got it, boss.
Wonderful.
Ugh, boss.
Come back to me at the end of the day and I'll give you your pay.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright. He extends a hand. Name's Kileno, by the way.
I know.
He's gonna shake it.
Oberyn Balthazar.
Oberyn, well, we've met. Goodbye.
Yes, we have.
Get to work. Alright.
All right.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check, please.
You get mobbed.
And
if
are
roll bad.
are you trained in intimidation?
I am.
All right. Lovely.
17.
17. All right. You sort of keep your eyes out, keep your eyes peeled. You walk around, and occasionally, every once in a while, you see someone eyeing up an item while the shopkeeper's looking the other way. And you always make sure to put yourself just in the right position, land your glare right on them with your hand on the hilt of your rapier, just enough to make sure they know you're watching. As far as you know, nothing's been stolen on your watch. As the sun begins to set and the market begins to clear out, you return to Kileno. Did good work. There you are. And extends to you 3 silver pieces.
Ooh.
Nice. All right. Pleasure doing business.
Pleasure. Yes, pleasure. Feel free to come back and work again.
Oh, yes, of course.
All right. Now, Jesus Christ. Jason.
All right.
My brain went to the token directly beneath yours, the list I'm looking at. All right.
That's fine.
Well,
Okay.
you were going to the Galentine deliveries. All right.
Yes, correct.
All right. So, you
Try
approach...
not to skip too much as I just had my stitches in. Like, ow, okay.
All right. So, you go ahead and take a... Let me find where it is on the map so I
Yeah,
can
where is it?
show it to you.
It's
It
a
is
rat alley.
Rosegard Road. Where it is?
Oh.
Where it is? It
Might
is
be?
somewhere... Ah, there it is. All the way up there.
Whoa, okay. So right next to Wrin's.
Yes, right next to Wrin's. Head on all the way back up to the north of the town and stop in at the place that you'd imagine is correct, thanks to the large sign depicting a man riding at breakneck speed on horseback while balancing a stack of packages in one hand. Just sort of not above the door, just like outright standing outside the building next to the road. And as you approach, you see a halfling woman just sort of run out with a big old sack on her back. Sorry, gotta go through.
Yep.
Begins running up
Get out of the way.
north out of town.
Oh.
You,
Okay.
As you enter the building, it's fairly quiet in there. There's few other people just sort of sorting things out. There's a small line going to the desk of only like 2 people.
Okay.
And behind the desk is a human man, just sort of tiredly going through. Takes the package handed to him. All right, this is going to where? Absalom. All right, stamped. Lovely. Next one. All right. As it goes until you are now in the front of the line. All right. What am I shipping and where am I shipping it?
Hi, I'm actually looking for work. My name's Jason Inara.
Aloria, we've got a worker here. And from out in the back comes a human woman wearing armor with a belt around her waist with a couple of vials on it. All right, you are here for work.
Yeah, Alora, right?
Oloria.
Aloria. How do I
Yes.
spell that?
Oloria.
I love the commitment to spelling out the name in character as well. Sorry, but yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, looking for work. My name's Jason Inara.
All right. What can you do?
I'm fast. That's it.
All right, that is yet to be seen. We will allow you to make local delivery. That is about it.
Okay, fair.
All right. Wonderful. You see that sack over there? She points to a sack behind the counter.
Yes, I do see it, ma'am.
Those are the local deliveries. Pick it up, deliver the packages. Come back, you get your pay depending on how good of a job you do. Trust me, I will know. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Lovely.
How does one determine the quality of a delivery?
Have you ever been like a UPS call center?
Yes,
Yeah, Matt.
but like
I've had a TV delivered in 2 parts before. I'm sorry.
All right.
So, okay.
So,
all right.
Go ahead and make a society check for me.
Society? Can I argue for perhaps an acrobatics check?
No.
Fuck.
what about
Society.
What about
Okay.
an athletics check if this is delivery?
Well, no, we want to keep it. Well, like, hold on. What am I rolling this for? Am I rolling this for like see if I could get them in the right place?
You're
or
you're
keeping them
rolling this
safe,
for earn
or-
income.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing what the thing says.
Oh, okay. 21.
21. Okay. Is that a dirty 21 or just
Dirty 20. So 17 plus 4 for
okay,
21.
okay. So yeah, you run around town. And are you trained in society?
I am trained in society.
You run all around town, zipping around, making sure you get every package to the right door. And as the sun sets, you go back with an empty sack. Aloria looks inside the sack, reaches a hand in, feels around, folds it up, puts it on a shelf. You did good work. All packages go to correct place. Congratulations, here's pay. And she drops 7 silver into your hand.
Oh my
Why did
god.
her accent switch from like Scottish to Russian?
It's over. You know, like in the morning, you get like the morning vibes and the evening vibes after like a ton of customers.
No, that's not how accents work.
Listen, it was meant to be Russian the whole time. I thought it was Russian the whole time.
I thought it was 2. Okay, you had 7 silver?
Yep, you get 7 silver.
Jeez Louise, why am I even going on adventure? I should do this the rest of my life.
All right, so that leads
Alright.
us finally to Remy. All right, so there are okay, so when you speak to Brelda, she tells you about 2 manors that are currently in look of tutors for their children. One is for specifically the children of the mayor's family, sort of nobility, and the other is for sort of a public school for the children of the town. Which one would you prefer to go? Public school? All right. You head on over to the public school, and as you enter, you are greeted by quite a few children and a very overwhelmed, elderly-looking half-elf woman, who, as you walk in, exasperatedly looks up at you, puts on a smile. Oh, hello. What can I do for you? Hello. Yes, what can I do for you?
Oh my god, what the fuck? Hello, miss. I myself have some experience with teaching, and I would like to see if I can take some stress off of your hands.
Oh, you do. Good. Jonathan, do not steal that. That is not okay. I'm so sorry. What was your name again?
I could tell you were revising the shit out of that.
Shut up. What was your name again?
Remy.
Remy. Right. Okay. What subjects exactly are you would you be teaching?
Oh, miss, what subjects do you need me to be teaching is the real question.
Well, primarily I would like the children to learn literature, mathematics, science, history, any of those types of things.
And so we'll be done.
Oh, lovely. All right. Wonderful. Then I think I would like to. All right, children, please settle down. Mr. Remy here will be conducting a lesson for you today.
What do I actually
The children all take their seats begrudgingly, and just sort of stare at you expectantly as the half elf sort of makes her way to the back of the room and collapses in a chair.
Oh my god. 4 hours.
So,
I'm
Jacob,
debating.
I don't
I'm
believe you
debating-
have training in any of those skills.
I'm debating whether or not I should use society, or if I should just go the hard route, say fuck it, and use intimidation. Okay. Because here's my train of thought here. On the one hand, they're children. On the other hand, I can tell they're humongous pains in the asses and need some sort of lesson in discipline.
FYI, like for any listener right now. Wait. Hold on, is this the same character you had in our one shot?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the
so
same
FYI
character.
for this one shot, intimidation is like, I'll just say intimidation, just like period. Just leave it at that, because he played the character in that one shot, and that was that.
All right. So what are you doing? What are you doing, Remy?
The +5, Jesus.
Wait, to be clear, are you trying to intimidate the children into listening to you, or are you trying to intimidate the children into believing whatever the hell you're saying?
I would be intimidating the children into behaving properly, but I'm still not made up my mind on which one to do. Christ. What about like diplomacy? Well, I'm not trained in that either, but that's a +2 instead of a +1 for society.
So I will say the main important thing for earning income is being trained in the skill that you're trying to use, so long as it's applicable for the job.
I'm a freaking school headmaster, and you're telling me that I'm not trained to be a school headmaster?
Well, yeah, I'm guessing the president of my school at least has probably never taught a day in his life. So
Jesus Christ.
Seems like a very nice man, though.
I'm sure he is a very nice man. However, he's there to pull us out of crippling debt, not to teach.
Oh
True.
my god.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that headmasters mainly just do like administrative things, like not even. Yeah. Anywho. I don't know. What should I do? Karen, what would you say I should do?
Well, considering you
okay.
don't have any of the applicable lore skills, I'd say your guess is as good as mine. So
No.
Remy.
So intimidation. We're rolling
All right,
intimidation.
all right.
And I'm
Do
going,
it.
and I'm going to start berating the children
right.
on why on earth they have exhausted their teacher to such a meticulous degree.
Oh
And
my god.
You know what? Go
I'm glad
ahead.
we could do this
Go
character
ahead.
building moment.
Go ahead and roll intimidation. I think I have a way that I can understand how this would function. All right.
Oh, no.
Go ahead and roll
Okay.
intimidation.
Okay, +5. Here we go. Okay, so we got a 22.
My God. Okay.
He's like, after today, they're the most well-behaved children
All right.
ever. Like, their parents are like, what the hell happened to you?
So, Remy, you go up to the front of the classroom. The children are sitting in their seats, but they're still sort of talking to each other, passing notes, throwing paper planes at each other. And the teacher, this old woman, just slumped back in the chair, head in hands, clearly tired as hell. You just get up in front of that classroom, clap your hands, command their attention, and begin.
Oh no, I argue an alternate method. Hold on.
Oh, please do tell.
I have a staff, right?
Please just go into this process.
I walk up to the front of the class, and I grip my staff with a tight grip, and I smack it onto the floor. Not like smack it on the floor, but like I thump it onto the floor, like you know, like a Zeus commanding a thunderbolt, and and I go, okay, children, listen up. Now I don't know what kind of absolute rambunctiousness you have been putting your teacher through, but frankly, this will not fly with me, and nor will it fly with your teacher any longer. Ergo.
And
I-
that continues on for multiple hours as the children just. Oh, you're not done.
Let's say hours or minutes.
Uh,
I don't know how long. I don't know how long this school day is. So I'd rather go with minutes.
well, you
At
came
least
in at
20
around.
minutes.
You came in at a little past 2. All right, so we'll say you did this. We'll say you did this for around. Yeah, we'll say you berated them for a good bit of time, and you watch in their faces as the children just go stone-faced. And all of the rambunctiousness stops, and when you finally conclude your beratement lecture, they're all just sitting in stunned silence. And you look back to the corner of the room, and the elven woman is just breathes a sigh of relief. She walks up to the front of the classroom and whispers in your ear, "Thank you so much. Oh my gods. Please just stand there for the remainder of the school day. It will bring so much comfort to me."
No. Okay, I insist to the teacher that she takes the rest of the day off as I teach the class, and I continue to teach the class. I don't fucking know calculus.
Remy teaches calculus.
I teach calculus
All right.
to fourth graders.
All right.
Everyone asks, what is a logarithm? Well, I go, shut up and find out, Jimmy.
So, yes, the teacher who you learn at this point, her name is Alimora. She refuses to leave the school outright, but she does go back to the corner, and you watch as she falls asleep in the chair until the end of the school day arrives. The sun begins to set through the windows, and Alimora wakes up as the children are dismissed and begin to funnel out the door. She walks up to you. "Thank you. Clearly, a manner in lessons is something they needed. Here, I know it's not much, but thank you." And she plops 7 silver, not gold, 7 silver pieces into your hand. Please come back anytime. I don't know about your other teachings. They didn't make much sense to me. However, the manners, even if you were to just be present, I think you would have quite a profound effect on them.
Anytime, madam.
Of course.
And I leave.
All right. So at this point, the sun is beginning to set. It's a little past 5 o'clock. You all return to the Rowdy Rockfish. You meet with each other. Is there anything you would wish to discuss with one another at the end of this day?
How much do you guys make?
A lousy 3 silver. I spent the entire afternoon guarding this market, and all he gives me is 3 lousy silver. I'll steal something myself next time.
All right.
Petra's just gonna order dinner and chill.
All right. 3 copper for any of you who are getting a meal. There's 3
Oh,
copper.
I can afford it now, guys. I'll take it. I'll spend 3 copper for a meal.
Oh, wait, I have 7 silver now. I need to update my thing about that.
Yeah. All right,
7
free
silver,
copper.
that's 70 copper.
Correct.
Or I can just do like new treasure. Hold on.
All right, I paid for a meal as well. I'm eating. I'm enjoying.
Wait, How do I add?
If you go up to the coin section at the very top of your inventory, there's a plus sign,
Ah,
and then you can just type in 7 silver and hit add coins.
silver. And those coins, awesome. I now have 77 copper or 7 silver and 7 copper.
Or if you look at the total coinage section on your sheet, 0.77 gold.
Yes.
All right. So, you have your meals. Is there anything else you wish to discuss this evening before you turn in for the night? I don't like that laugh.
I make a snarky comment. If you all would behave half as well as the children in that school did, maybe I wouldn't have to berate you so often.
Oh my god, you actually taught at the school? Was it
Known
you
me for,
yelling when I
like,
passed
4
by there?
hours.
I was like, that was you yelling when I passed by there. Oh my god.
I don't acknowledge anything that they say. I just kind of like giggle and walk into my room.
Oh god. Alright. Go to bed.
Lovely. All right.
Skyrim, advance time, please.
All right. Advancing time. It is now. All right. So, are you all just going straight to sleep, or are there any other things you'd like to do before you go to bed?
I'm going straight to sleep.
I'm going straight to sleep.
All right.
I mean, like I would say practice, but like I don't think that does anything for me.
Okay. Alrighty then. In that case, we advance the clock by 8 hours. Alright. So, you all wake up at 2 a.m. the next morning.
Oh wait.
Because you went to bed at 6.
Oh shit.
So, those of you who need to heal, you regain hit points equal to your Constitution modifier times your level.
What, equal to what modifier?
Constitution. Minimum of 1.
Oh.
Okay, so it's double our con plus our level.
No, it is your con mod times your level.
Con mod times level. Okay.
Con mod times level. So in this case, it would be con mod times 1.
We got shit. I got shit. I don't have anything, guys.
Oh yeah, I got one healing.
Yeah. We
Lovely.
both look as terrible as we were
So,
yesterday.
Yeah, I mean that does make sense. You guys got pretty messed up.
Yeah.
So are you going back to Wrin for some more healing?
Not at 2 a.m., but I feel like we will.
All right. So what would you like to do at 2 a.m.?
I mean, what everybody else does at 2 a.m. Drink.
Oh, of course. I would say the Brelda would actually be up and at 'em at this time.
Oh my god. She's a trooper. She's ruthless.
You come down to the bar, and you can tell that she hasn't slept, and she's got a tankard of her own that she's clearly been going at for a bit. And she
Morning.
happily sells you a drink for 1 copper.
Thank you.
Yep, of course. All right. So, let's advance time a little bit more. What would you say is the time that you would like to go over to Wrin's to check in with her?
4 a.m. No.
Probably 6 or 7, I'd say.
6 or 7.
8?
Alright.
Can we do 8 o'clock? Or crack of dawn? Are we crack of dawn? Yes. Okay, we're going
Up
at
to you.
6, 7, whatever.
6, 7. Okay. All right. So, and are all of you going to Wrin's, or just the 2 of you who need healing?
I'll come along.
Remy, are you going with? All right, I will say Remy is possibly not coming with. All right, so
happened?
are you going to Wrin's Wonders with the rest of the group, or are you doing something else?
Oh, we've already slept already?
Yes, you've already slept.
Okay, cool. I said already twice in the same sentence. Okay. Morning grogginess. Sure. I guess I'm going.
All right.
Like, are they going shopping? What are they doing?
They're going to get healing, primarily,
Oh,
but
well,
shopping is of course enough.
I don't really need that, so I just
Alright.
like kind of. Well, I mean, I can get items for that.
For the sake of simplicity, though, no matter what, the two who need healing are going to Wrin's right now, and so you both head on over, and actually, as you get there, the open sign is up, and you actually think it doesn't look like it ever properly closed after you left, after she reopened it when you left. And when you think about it, you don't remember seeing or hearing anything about store hours anywhere about this shop. So you think it very well might be open all the time.
Wait a second, Cameron.
Yeah.
Cameron.
Yeah.
I need to get something. I need to get something bad. I need to get something bad that I keep forgetting to get.
What is? Let's handle that after we heal these two chuckleheads.
No, this is too important to wait, Cameron.
Jesus.
I gotta know now. I want to
Alright.
delay my hit points for this.
What is it?
I need rope.
You need rope. Okay.
I need a rope.
All right.
If you recall, Cameron, I have a grappling hook, but I do not have rope to attach
This
to the
is
grappling
true.
hook.
All right.
So I literally just have a useless grappling hook.
5 silver pieces for a rope.
I need a... What? Are you kidding me? That's thievery! That is thievery!
5 silver pieces for 50 feet of rope.
5 silver pieces for
That's actually a
50
lot of.
meters
I would
rope,
say- I would
lot
say
of
if you'd
rope,
like
dude.
a smaller coil of rope, I'd say we can cut the price down. How much rope would you like? How much rope would you like, Jacob?
What? Like, okay, I want the 50, but at the same time, I only have, like, 7 silver, and that is an obscene amount of money to spend on rope.
That's a lot of rope, though.
It's 50 feet of rope, but it's...
Think how often we
so
could use
much
50 feet of
money.
rope.
I don't know how often we can use 50 feet of rope, Emma. I'm
We
trying here.
use rope a lot in games.
Do we? I have yet to. Oh my god. Okay. Well, nice to know that entire day of school teaching amounted to a grand total, a net total of 2 silver pieces.
So you're buying the full 50 feet of rope?
Yes, I'm buying the full
All right.
50 feet of fucking rope.
All
I'm
right.
getting rope. I am getting rope.
That'll be 5 silver pieces for you, sir.
I see he's yelling
And
at Wrin.
Go ahead and add the silver. Are you yelling at Wrin in character about this?
You're yelling. Listen, inside go sell 50 feet of rope for $5.
At this point, as Remy's just sort of going off about the price of rope, Wrin is just not even paying attention to him. Like, she's nodding. She's sort of like looking at it, like sort of looking at him but not looking at him, and just focusing more on healing the two of you.
Yeah.
Like,
Thanks, Wrin.
yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. So she's gonna
Sorry,
cast.
it's our fault.
No. She's saying that to Remy. About the price of rope.
Okay.
So she's
Sorry,
going to cast.
misunderstood. Sorry.
She's going to
How
first.
do I add a rope into my goddamn
Uh,
inventory?
You put it in your backpack.
go into your inventory tab, and
on Forge thing,
on
right?
Foundry, yeah, go and then in
Foundry.
equipment, click the magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass.
And it'll open the equipment browser, and just in the little search box, just type in rope, and it'll
The
come up,
average age for
and then you can drag it in.
Nothing
the
comes
average
up for
age?
Wait, hold on. on.
What's the average age for a rat folk? Can I tell
I
from
don't
based on
know.
knowledge
God,
check?
that is so stupid. Why is it? Oh my god.
Am I allowed to make a knowledge check, DM?
Let me actually get this information and see if
All right.
How do I add this?
you just drag it into your inventory.
Oh.
It's it's drag and drop. Super simple. Should at least that should work. And you can drag and drop it
Yep,
into your
it works.
backpack, I think, if you want to store it in your
Yeah.
backpack instead of on your person.
Yeah, I did it.
All right,
Did
let me
it, it's
see.
good.
I would say, make a nature or a society check or any applicable lore check that you could possibly try to think of. Yono?
Yeah. So do I do? I'm trying to think of one. Nature check. That's the best one I could get. Would that be a nature check? Would that work?
Why do I
Sure,
smell
that is one of the ones I said.
Fine. Natural 1 for a 2.
Yeah, you've got no idea. All you know is that Remy looks kind of. He looks kind of on the
Side?
older middle-aged side at the very
Okay.
least, if not just outright the old side.
Okay. All right. Got it. It's like Crumble John.
Uh,
Both Crumble.
So, all right. So Wrin goes ahead and heals each of you. Casts heal twice, at second or as a 2 action. So the one for Jason, that is 10 hit points restored to you.
Oh shoot!
And for Oberyn, that is 13 hit points restored to you.
Whoa! Ooh.
I've cleared my wounded status. I'm back to business.
All
Yeah,
right,
I'm
you
full.
are both nice and topped up. All right.
On a scale of 0 to 17, I'm at a full 20.
Is there anything else I can help with today?
Yeah, there's something that you can help me with. Fucking
I swear, if you
tone
say it's
down
the price of
the
rope.
inflation in this town because on one fucking planet should look for 5 silver.
I'm gonna
She,
turn over.
Wrin looks at the rest of you and smiles and just says, "You are in for a wonderful experience with this one."
Gathered that. Thank you.
Is he? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Are you preparing to set off for Gauntlet again today?
I mean,
I suppose there's no better time than the present.
yeah. Might as well.
All right.
Might as well die fucking broke.
Make sure to stock up on any supplies you might need before you go.
Oh yeah, you know I can actually use
Remy,
some-
I swear. Remy, settle.
No.
I'm gonna turn over to Oberyn, and I'm gonna be like, do you know like the average lifespan for like rat folk? Do you know anything about them? Are they like decaying when they get that old?
Yeah. All I know is that guy should not be alive right now.
Okay.
Can I roll a
Yeah.
perception check to overhear that?
Let
decide
me.
whether or not I
This is,
overheard
I
that.
think, one of those things that I would roll for you. So, what's your perception modifier?
+5. Wait, let me double check that.
Do I have to roll stealth against this?
Yeah,
perception +5.
what is your stealth modifier?
6.
Me?
Plus 6.
6. And then
Oh, fuck
Oberyn.
off.
Oberyn, what's your stealth modifier?
Ooh, let me check that. That is a +6.
Okay.
We're
So-
gone, dude.
People
We're
and
gone.
having such high stealth. Oh, I have a +5
So-
stealth. I don't fucking.
So, here's the thing. I rolled insanely well. One could say about as well as I physically could. So,
Boy.
yeah, Remy, you hear all of that loud
Yeah.
and fucking clear.
Okay, I'm not gonna do anything other than just yell. I heard something bad.
Obviously, the hearing doesn't go off at that age. Interesting.
I hear this, or am I just kind of chilling?
What's your perception modifier?
+6.
+6.
Oh my
Yeah, I would say no. Actually, you probably wouldn't hear it.
Oh my god. All right.
So you just sort of hear Remy screaming
All right.
at Jason and
Jason's gonna
Oberon.
walk up to Remy. Jason's gonna walk up to Remy, and he's gonna like very calmly like put his hand on his shoulder. All right, Grandpa, let's go on an adventure. We're going on an adventure, Grandpa. All right. We're going on an adventure. All right.
I love
No,
that this
no,
has
no.
become the Bully Remy show.
Yeah.
No,
No, Remy. It's
Grandfather
fine. It's
rat
fine.
just.
I've
Yeah.
been wronged.
Come on, let's go. You know what? I trust you're incredible. You know, we all want to see how awesome you are in a fight. So let's go on an adventure, all right? Sound good?
Petra's just
Oh
not going
my
to even
God,
finish this
the
out. She's just
first-
going to start walking towards the tower.
So help me
Alright.
God, the first me I see. I'm going to have a Satan skull.
And as you begin making your way back towards Gauntlet, that is where we're going to conclude tonight's session.
Yes, we did it, guys.
That was all right. Let's go through the usual closing ritual. Jason, how are you feeling?
Closing ritual, what the fuck?
Jason's feeling pretty good. He got, like out of. He's ready to face the face the music again, so to say, right? Excited for this.
Lovely, lovely. Oberon, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling very excited for the next session. I'm ready to go back, kick some ass, and get my fucking money.
Nice, nice. Petra, how are you feeling?
Just apprehensive, but
Fair. That sort of seems par for the course at this point. And finally, Remy, how are you feeling?
You know, Cam.
How is Remy feeling right now? I wonder. I've got zero inclination for how he could be feeling right now.
I don't need to roll a sense motive
I don't
check.
have much for a reference for how he could be feeling right now. But I mean, if I were to guess, if I had to guess, I'd say at the current moment he was just a little peeved that he kind of got over a piece of rope. It's gonna be like the running gag in this game.
I
Is
really
Remy
hope
getting
so.
pissed off over and over again from getting scammed or from getting ripped off.
I really hope so. I love
That would
Remy.
be great.
I love Remy so much already.
Oh my god.
Oh, good lord. Yeah.
Me too. I've been improvising all of
You
it.
should
and it's just
know,
been
Remy will
fantastic.
never be referred to by his name. He's always
Grandpa.
or Grandpa Rat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi, Grandpa.